Okay, so now my voice is normalized. My bottom Adam's apple on my collarbone has reached out again, so it's not stuck inside. So now I can maneuver. With a collarbone Adam's apple, I can maneuver. And with the top of the hyoid bone, I can speak profound. And with the bottom of the Adam's apple, what's it called? I don't know, but I can speak the bottom of the Adam's apple, the sharp tip, the bottom, right underneath the sharp tip. The top of it is the hyoid bone, and the epiglottis is at the very top. Right, angular to the under chin. That's the epiglottis. So the hyoid bone is underneath, right on top of the sharp bone, sharp Adam's apple bone. Right underneath the Adam's apple is where you say Jesus Christ. The collarbone is the maneuvering, and underneath the Adam's apple is I forgot what it's called. The larynx. The larynx. So if the larynx is out, you can't gilt. If the hyoid bone is out, you can't speak profoundly. If the epiglottis is out, you can't chirp. You can't speak short, like you're speaking to the kids, and your head's just going to keep elongating. And if your collarbone is out, your Adam's apple of the collarbone, then you can't maneuver, you can't swerve your voice. So you got to know how to play with your voice so you can keep talking to people and edge them on and swerve them in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to talk to them. Whatever they put in, they put out, you react, and you give the rhetoric to control them. Like right now, my hyoid bone and my epiglottis. I think my epiglottis is with my younger days. My Adam's apple epiglottis is with Amric, probably my uncle Amric. He's trying to chirp at people. He's trying to chirp at his young kids. Because when you hang out with kids, you learn how to be with kids. So you keep your under chin, your angular with your epiglottis, you keep that tight. So you can keep talking to kids and keep making more kids. My uncle Amric was good with kids, but then he turned into a fag because his wife was the same name as me. So he kind of cheated me in that way. When I turned 9 years old, he gave me a step parent I didn't even want to know, uninvited. He still came here to Canada from Fiji. And my fucking Amric married a woman with the same name as his fucking nephew. And then every now and then, now I keep yawning like 30 times in a row because Amric is such a fag. He changed his nephew into his wife in a female way. I don't talk to my uncle anymore, but he took my name and my short speaking, because they didn't want you to speak too loud. They didn't want you to talk back to their elders. So they didn't want you to speak too loud. They wanted you to speak right next to them. They said, if you're going to talk to me right here. So they weren't a family, the family of Kellas. They weren't a family to let you to yell at yell from a distance. Because somebody's holding on to their chirp voice, the short distance voice, their chirp voice. They have a foghorn voice too, but their chirp voice is only for the kids, so they can speak intimately with their wives right after. So Amric took my fucking name and then mated with a woman with the same name as me, faggot.